What's good, Star Sundays? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy, Aristotle Art with the Raw. I got my young prodigy here, Xander, all right, my son. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you guys about some stocks that I like and the stocks that I'm buying before Christmas, all right? All I ask you guys to do is leave me a like and a comment and subscribe, all right? And then turn your post notifications on because I will be posting very often. Okay, so let's get right into it, folks. I ain't going to waste you guys' time. So we're going to go to SPY. Okay, so first of all, what do we see? I'm going to give you guys the stocks that I like right after, I teach you guys about what to see. So if you guys don't know already, SPY is the first thing we look at. You get what I'm saying? So I'm watching SPY, and we have a bearish pin bar here. If we break below lows, which would be the low is 684, so about 684.5-ish, we could possibly head down to the low of the last candle, which would be 681.34. All right. So I'm watching that, and then QQQ. So if you guys know already, the first thing we got to do is we got to watch SPY and QQQ. All right. So I'm watching for either direction, but in the meantime, I will be showing or sharing with you guys the ones that I like. Also, let's look at data points real quick. For December 8th through the 12th, we have Wednesday, which usually stuff happens, Jerome Powell, and then producer price index. All right, so we have data on Wednesday and Thursday. All right. Now let's look. And let's go to my Discord real quick. Let's let that load so I can show you guys some of the plays we took and everything. And then we want to look at BTC as well. Okay. So let's talk about that. Okay, so we're back above 91K. We're making higher lows, but at the same time could be making a bear flag. So we want to watch for that. I do have a particular play that I like. Yeah, it is kind of bear flag, and it could get to this next level here, which could be about 96K, and then it could fake people out. We shall see. It broke this particular level, which is 98K. Okay, so let's look at some of the plays I took, folks. Also, I'm hosting a little class pretty soon. But yes, folks, these are my stats this week. Last call I did was SPY. I did that in high risk, and it was 42%. Called a banger on that. So that was a day trade. So I did like maybe 1 or 2 day trades, 2-day trades, and the rest were swings. JP Morgan took off. That was a good swing. So these are my stats. And then we can go to the gains, folks. And I'm about to give you guys, there go hymns. We only made a little bit on that. And you can just look at the chat. These guys are killing it. This is consistency. All right. So y'all tap in. What is this? 2,700 in the past week. And then you guys know the drill. You guys want to tap in. This is nice. That is nice. Okay, in one day, somebody made this. All right. So y'all better tap in. All right. Now, let's go in and let's look at my 2 plays. I really got 3. I wrote it on the chalkboard right there. All right. So CMG is the first one. You guys know why. Okay. CMG Chipotle. The reason I like this one is because, of course, it's a bull flag, one of my favorite chart patterns. And if we go to the 4-hour chart, boom, I like it above this resistance level right here. Okay, so I said about 34.2, and I'll kind of mark it so you guys can see exactly where I want it to break above. You get what I'm saying? About 0.2. Yep, about right there. Boom. It breaks above that level. I'm buying calls. And honestly, this thing could ride. It could go at least here, 36.3-ish could be a good small account play. So that would be the first one. And then I would say the second one that I like, okay, or the third one, yeah, second one, GD, all right, not Gangster Disciples, but General Dynamics, okay. Save your pitchforks. And here we go, folks. I like it because it has this flag slash wedge pattern. I'm really watching that for a break. All right. So General Dynamics I'm watching. And then the second one I'm watching, or the third one I'm watching, is Oaklo. Okay. Now this one I'm watching because it has an inside day. It's breaking bullish. It had this head and shoulders that it broke. So I don't know if it wants to retest this level and fall again. I'm not sure what's going on. But Oaklo, I'm watching above highs on this candle, this inside day. So I would say 107.7. Oaklo above 107.7. And I'll kind of mark to you guys where I'm watching. This is on a daily chart, by the way. Right above there. And then the target will be here, the top of this candle. Okay, so if it gets above there, I can see it coming here. All right, so Oaklo could make, that's actually a nice move from about 107.91 to about 114. That's $7 move. That could be a great candle. All right. And then the last one, if Bitcoin turns bullish, I mean, wouldn't even care if it did or not, but Riot, same thing, bull flag. This could be a fourth one, all right? Fourth one for a bonus. If it breaks above, flag resistance, here. So the breakout would be here. Make it green, breaks resistance, it could go. Okay, so I always like to wait for a break. Don't ever get in these early. Also, do you guys own research? Just talking about a disclaimer and everything. But yeah, do your own research, folks, and don't really, get in unless the levels actually hit and break and hold. So you do have to have discipline to do that. And if you're watching this and you learning and everything, and tap in. Before I go, I do have to show you guys what a bull flag is, because so let's talk about it. Bull flag. All right. Right here. Breakout. Okay. So we have a flag pole, breakout of the flag, and that's pretty much the bull flag, folks. All right. That's it. This concludes the show. I watched 3. We have CMG, GD, Oaklo, and yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy holidays. That's what I'm buying before Christmas.